Here comes Schwartz to the plate. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. There's a swing and a drive. And gone into the home run basket. A solo shot. The Phillies score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. Here's the veteran first baseman, Bryce Harper. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
That is big. The left fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Two on, one out. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One run is in. The relay. The tag, and he's out trying for three. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Adolis Garcia blasts one out. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boo. We knew it wasn't coming back.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field, and that one is off the wall. Now a relay to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double. This is Bryson's stop. Lined, and that's a base hit. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with two out. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Hard hit into the gap. One run will score. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Two runs are in. It's 6-0.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Ben Brown.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Save. In comes the run from second. He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. And he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind. And he
lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. The 2-round trippers in this inning. The leading off, Michael Busch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Marsh running hard. Can't get the glove to this one. It falls in. And he's into second with nobody out.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but
that missed.
once
That's
it
the
got
ball.
over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Bush around third. He'll score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. And half up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the
left field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. As a run scores on the play. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out.
That's the ball.
And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-0. This one in the air center field. Can't get there. One run will score. Two runs across now. He's safe at third. It's a two-run triple.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Runner at third, nobody out. Carson Kelly getting ready to hit. That one a little bit high.
That's the ball.
Ball one.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
Well, they've been able to score four runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just
backed off the plate that time. Liner, and this could be trouble. Runner from third into score, and they cut the lead to 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Kelly stands at second with no outs.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Ripped on the ground to second. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Swanson digs in.
Ball, that's in.
That one lifted to left. Marsh under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And now they trail by 1. Michael Conforto in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Swings through that high fastball. This one in the air. Boom. Settles under this one. And that ends the inning. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. Second inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton on now to the top half of inning number 2. Bryce Harper. And that one hammered, carrying well. And it's off the wall. And he starts off the second with a double.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Harper scores. Fires the second too late into second with a double, and that was hard hit. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. boom, in to score. And they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Long run, tracks it down. 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A laser to left. And they add to their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an excellent swing all the way around.
Riley Martin gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So a man aboard now with 1 away. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. 2 away down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Trey Turner crushes it. 2nd home run of the inning for him. And they add on. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Oh, look at the stop. The underhand flip. It's there, and that's a great play. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch.
No, ball.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Next offering upstairs. And that is out of play. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly.
That's a ball.
Bregman takes downstairs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. Really late, opposite field not.
This looks like extra bases coming home. He will score. Our score 13-7.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall. Here comes Bregman around third. He'll score easily. 13-8 is our score. And he's in at third with an RBI triple. Corner in the box now. Takes strike one. And a swing and a miss. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crawford gets under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 13-9. Kelly stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Outside
That's a ball.
low. And the count even 1-1. Out towards right center field. Crawford on his way over. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. In safely with a double. His second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters.
That is the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. The Phils on top here, 13-9. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. On the ground right side, gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. And that's going to bang against the wall. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder,
Brandon Marsh digs in now.
Marsh.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck, carrying well, and that one is off the wall. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Adolis Garcia will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Now this is a rocket to left. Happ on his horse. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. Here comes Bohm around third. He'll score, and the lead is up to 5. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Riley Martin won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So a lefty out of the pen, Caleb Thielbar.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes into third, not in time. He's safe.
The batter number 5.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. He's 2 for 2. What a stop. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Justin Crawford getting ready to hit. That one is absolutely belted. Conforto heading to the alley. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. So the lineup flips over. Here's Trey Turner.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Can't get to it, and this could score both runs. Runner from second crosses the plate. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. So here is Bryce Harper. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 run across. Here comes Schwarber around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and the lead continues to grow. Man at second here with 2 away. Now it's going to be Alec Bohm. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Left field, way back there. And it's off the wall. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. But 1 run does score in the play before the inning ends. But it's a huge 8-run inning for them as they open up the lead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Philadelphia on top, 21-9. Back here at the friendly confines, digging in, Dansby Swanson.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. That one drilled left field. That's back there. Leaping, and it's gone. He got just enough of that one, and they cut into the deficit.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And here is Michael Conforto. Ball 1, no strikes. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. That pitch gets the inside corner. And 1-1. In there at the knees. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Cubs.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Line drive, Adam in center field. One pitch and one out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That's not coming back. Alex Bregman sends it out. It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is.
No, that
tons
missed.
of
That's the ball.
loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Happ up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.